What's up, chess fanatics? Today we're going to take a look at Opening Tree. It's a tool that I use in preparation for the Lichess Lone Wolf 30-minute, 30-second increment games. There's also a Lichess 45-45 league that exists. It's team focused. So this can be used really for any both online and in-person prep if you happen to know their usernames. Essentially, you go to openingtree.com. It's a wonderful website. You can log in with your credentials from Lichess, for example, chess.com, etc. It does speed up the downloading of the opponent's games. But essentially what it does is it allows you to visualize very easily their opening tree. So you can see how they respond to specific openings. You can look for any potential weaknesses. And there's a lot of specificity within the way that you can actually filter some of the information. So, for example, I played a game earlier this week, so maybe 2 days ago. It was a 30-30 game on Lichess. And so you just basically select the source. I am logged in. You put the username that you're looking to play against and continue. And so in this instance, I was going to be playing the white pieces. And you can put some advanced filters in, right? If you want to take a look at just classical time controls, for example, which is what I did. But then I also brought in the search to take a look at some rapid, just in case there was something that I was missing. You can even look at Blitz to see if there's new openings that your opponents are trying out, for example, that you may want to get the jump on, essentially. Don't really put any download limit in this instance, but you're certainly welcome to. You can filter, again, dates, etc. But hit continue and analyze games. It'll allow you to export everything as a PGN if you want. But here we go. You know what? Actually, I'll show you. I'll switch it over to black because I was actually playing white in this game, and we'll run the analysis once again. Now, I'm assuming our most recent game will actually be one of these at this point in time. So in my opening, I played d4. And I could see in every instance, it seems like my opponent responds with d5. So already we would have some understanding of how they are going to approach this game realistically. Because if they used alternate methodologies, you would potentially see someone play c5, or maybe they'll play g7, or sorry, g6 or something along those lines. So we'll go as such. Now you can see, if you want, how do they respond to the accelerated. Okay, so these are just how some of their games go, and you can start to see the decision tree break out, and you think, do I want to get myself involved in these types of lines? Now we're down to just one game at this point in time, it appears. So I knew I was going to be opening with d4 once again. And if you look at my database, for example, there's a lot of accelerated Londons. There is some Jobabas that I've been playing probably only over the last 2 or 3 weeks or so. But I wanted to think, can I surprise them in the off chance that they happen to look at some openings as well? And so my thoughts were, if they're going to respond with d5, which is great, I'm going to jump into Queen's Gambit and see how they respond to that. Now you could see that they respond with e6. And so I've got a couple e6 lines that are just floating around in the back of my head. Now this would have been a prior game that someone else would have played, where they played g3 and it looks like they fianchettoed the bishop. You can follow the game if you want, for example, in this methodology, which is pretty fascinating. But my line was going to just be more of a main line, and we'll just continue with the knight development to c3. And I believe at this point in time, okay, so there's still 2 games. I think I played bishop b5, he played bishop out, developed the knight, and he came over here and surprised me. So you can actually find this game posted on the channel. I recorded it, and I believe I'm going to just do a quick voiceover and really condense it down. The games are typically about an hour and 10 minutes. I would encourage you to take a look at joining this league if you haven't already. There's a U1800 and 1800 and above, so there's a lot of fun for everyone. I started U1800 this year. I didn't really have a great classical rating. So I am now over 1800, but you're still technically in that U1800 for the rest of the season. So I don't know what my current rating is realistically, but it is, slightly over 1800 on Lichess at this point in time. meaning that I believe next year, certainly assuming assuming the elo goes up, we will be playing in the 1800 plus. So again, openingtree.com. The tool is amazing. I do not spend a lot of time prepping for anything, but what I did do is load in my last two opponents, for example, just see their repertoire in a visual manner as opposed to taking a look at some past games on the website. Really makes things a lot easier. And I would highly encourage you guys to take a look at this if you happen to play any longer time controls or if you have set opponents. As noted, if you do have their usernames, you can certainly take a look at what they're playing actively online, and maybe you're going to face them over the board. Could give you some great intel as to things that they're working on, or maybe what you should be looking out for. That's it for this one. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you use Opening Tree. If you like it, let me know, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.